Good practice for next.
Hey, Antoine. Evka?
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Okay, that's not good news. But you're making progress with your studies.
Yes. Well, there's more to learn, but yes.
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean... Everything that calls the blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Should you have told me all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight, more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes. Its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
Stay safe. Or as safe as you can.
I've no fear when Evka's at my back.
You've always got me.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Does Arlathan have a lot of truffles?
Probably.
Trouble coming.
How about Shadow Dragon? There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Okay, let us know when we're close.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
Right, and also, those dark suns have to deal with
All right, better move before more darkspawn show up.
Up there! That ledge! We can destroy the tendrils from there.
A ballista.
Never turn down one of those.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What is that the blight eruption?
Oh, wow, that's, big.
The darkspawn are protected. We need to take them out. Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
Davrin, are you okay?
The eruption's not happening. Just keep fighting. We're not falling.
Keep going.
We won't give in. Make it hurt. Keep it coming, bro. Move out of there.
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right, we strike and the whole thing goes up. All right, time to destroy this thing. blight eruption was...
We knew the blight had changed, but I didn't expect that.
It's what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading blight through the wetlands, farther maybe. When we hit it...
The way that thing was knotted together, I bet they heard it in Lavendel.
When you sense the darkspawn, how do you tell if they're close or far?
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook, hi!
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
There's some pretty scary things in the Minrathous catacombs. But I have never seen anything like that.
A story for your fellow shadows?
Not sure even the Viper will believe it.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
That's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back...
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight? It's possible.
Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Oh, come on, I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, especially now that we're, well, together.
That's great. I'm glad it's going well.
It is. It helps. All of what we do, I mean. Not that I'm writing about us, but, well, it's us inspired.
So, what did you want to ask then?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
The world's gonna end if we don't stop it. And I don't see a whole lot of other people lining up to help.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do. All the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it, that's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
And I'm glad I'm saving it with you.
So am I. Glad, I mean, for you. I think about that forest when we met. Fell out of a bush and there you were. And all I could think was, wow. I mean, you were so, well... Anyways, I think about it a lot. And about how lucky I was. And how lucky I am now. Okay, good talk. Thank you. I'll see you later, Rook.
Eldrin, how's the training going?
Just a minute. Poachers are nearby. The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Maybe try asking them nicely.
I won't be there the day the real hunters show up. No time to be polite.
What about belly rubs?
You're the one leading the charge against the gods?
Carrot before the stick.
Looks like you met your match there, Eldrin.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me an idea.
Wait, what's happening?
The Hulla are in trouble. An unarmed hunters nearby. Attack!
No!
Got it!
Cedar Siconia, back on stage.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies? Dreadwolf? Fen'Harel? They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Your heart. He meant that much?
Yes, he did. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together, and you were happy, too...
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Bellara.
What? Who, how?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does.
I thought I'd let go of Syrian the first time. I didn't. Not really. This time... I don't know. I still don't know.
Where were we?
I thought I'd let go of Syrian the first time. I didn't. Not really. This time... I don't know. I still don't know if I will.
You never... do. Funny, the things that wake you up years after you think they're gone.
I'm at peace with it. Real peace this time. So even if I carry it with me, it's lighter now. Maybe I'm not making sense. Am I making sense?
More than you think.
Stop the Antam. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. One who stirred up the butcher's Antam.
Let's do business. I'm always open.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you, when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
An unknown contact? Doesn't this feel like a trap?
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elgranon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
That's a problem.
Heresy! Obliterate them!
Ranged attackers!
Okay, Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on town flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
If you really do love this city, you'll tell me where the gods are holding their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the point. Finish him off. We need to go after the butcher. So the butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
By giving in to the gods' corruption?
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who'd believe it? I don't.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Come take a look if you like.
I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
What sounds good today?
Thank you so much.
Anything catch your eye? You know what you like. Try the alubia carilla. My old husband used to say they made him free, but they tasted all right.
Can I help you find anything?
Would you like to see what we have?
A pleasure to help.
You have questions?
The elven way to greet people is Andaran Artishan. It's such a pretty language.
Good, good.
They're breaking my back.
It's fish. You either want it or you don't.
In a duel to the death, everything matters, including fashion. All our clothing is resistant to bloodstains.
How can I help you today?
Preparing for battle?
My city, my Treviso. Who does abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me?
There's the butcher. He's a reaver. And fighting his own Antam.
How's that thing going to tell us about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
Watch ahead.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, witness it!
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
Actually, kinda surprised the butcher didn't lie.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Avenchi.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antam to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
You can't make bargains with evil, Avenchi. It never holds up its side of the deal. And now the Antam are working with the gods. You didn't prevent a slaughter, you just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him, and then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antam. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Avenchi is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
If only we figured out it was Avenchi before all this started.
I wish the same. But regret does neither of us good.
We knew someone had delivered Treviso to the Butcher. You brought us their name.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Avenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Avenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
When Avenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
Avenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
We'll stop Avenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Avenchi.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Threads' reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
Can't argue about your target, but it's a dangerous scam. Be careful.
Is that genuine concern? You're fun. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the Threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
I don't know when it started, but I think of it as home.
It's built to be inviting.
Which you still find suspicious.
You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched. In the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
If I said you have a home with us, would you make fun of me?
Maybe. But thanks. I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half-dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one, I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
Decided what to do with them, right?
Yeah, they'll be happier in the forest. And who knows, maybe they'll drop in if we need them.
Right. Oh, that's great, but just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Laura, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
Always eager for your business. Good luck with your contracts.
There! Beneath that!
You gotta move!
Everyone all right?
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So, are you two okay now? Since you gave Ilario another chance, I mean?
That wasn't our deal. We said we'd save Katerina, and we did. Even I believe we did. So there's peace. For the moment, at least.
How's your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of dragon bone. She's pretending not to be upset by Ilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not, but they prefer me to Ilaria or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
It must feel good to just relax with a cup of coffee and not worry about everything.
I'm not sure Spite's enjoying it, but yes.
What is it?
What does that mean, exactly?
He doesn't eat. But a promise is a promise. I don't know what I thought it would be like, getting out of the ossuary, getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
It worked.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Ivenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Ivenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Avenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Avenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Avenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Avenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Avenchi's Kamek and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised he stayed in the city.
I heard of it.
There's the garrison. On to the garrison and the governor.
What were we talking about? I thought you were going to threaten me if I heard Nev.
Sorry?
Before, when you asked if we were seeing each other.
Oh, definitely not. Nev could wipe the floor with you if she had to. So no need for me to threaten you too.
True.
We clear the garrison this time. Avenchi's gotta know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow the governor now. The butcher was weak. This is not the cue.
Tom, get ready. The Antom aren't gonna make this easy.
Clean strike.
Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Avenchi's got their Kamek past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Antom...
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
Okay, now for Avenchi.
I know you're there, Rook. I'm ready for you. Come face the ruler Treviso deserves!
Both of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Wait, are these Antom real?
I see the comic is working!
Nice work!
To fight me! Why don't you die? Why don't you give up? I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you're not even one of them.
Rook fought you like a crow.
And Thea, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Antom. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenshi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
It's time to live with your actions, Governor. That seems fair to me.
Being made a scapegoat for all of Treviso's ills is fair? You can't put me on trial? I'm still governor of this city!
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenshi. The crows rule Antiva. And Treviso will be free.
You are certain of this path?
I've never been more certain.
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No, his audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
It was an honor to defend Treviso with the crows.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Evenchi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan Crow.
I'm happy for you. You deserve it.
I just want the chance to follow Air's lessons and your example. I only got this because you went out to face Evenchi, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans. People with no more homes, under a new house name. Neri suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
I'm honored, Jacobus Igrativi. You and your new house will do great things as crows.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you'd have made a damn fine crow. Remember that.
can't believe we've got another archdemon to deal with.
This time will go better.
It has to.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antom Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
If anyone can find a way around that fleet, it's us. Everything seems impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric told me that.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antom? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? I know she's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. She knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to her. Morgan, too. We could use their help. I hear that we're as ready as we'll ever be, but we can always be more prepared. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest, then we'll take care of outstanding business.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So, the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although she requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot her responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, she has pledged herself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
Only one of us has a fragment of a god inside them, Mythal.
I carry only her memories, not her strength, nor her capacity for strategy.
Well, either way, our allies will be ready.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elganon and Gillenane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Arnhem servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another...
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elgernon just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
The gods were way too quiet after Olathan. I should have known something was wrong.
No one could have anticipated this escalation.
Doesn't matter now. We're stuck with it.
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
We're the only thing standing between every single living creature and the Blight. I don't want to watch the world fall and know I didn't do everything I could. So let's stop the gods, whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. I should talk with Bellara before we leave. See how she is.
Rook, Hi there.
What are you working on?
Oh. Some things I want to say. Important things. Before, well, everything happens. I have to get the words right. So I wrote them down to make sure.
What do you mean by everything?
Fighting a pair of gods, hoping we win, risking our lives again, still. Elgranon blights the moon and everything changes. Now we're rushing off without a plan?
It's kind of what we do. Go in without a plan, find something to punch. It's worked out so far.
But what if this time it doesn't? Things could go wrong. People could get hurt or... See, this is why I wanted notes.
If you'd written notes, what would they have said?
Maybe something about what we are, what we could be someday. That I care about you with all of me. You anchor me. I feel calm. Well, calmer, at least. And I know you. Who you are, who I am. You let me be me.
Caring about someone means caring about who they are. Every bit.
I wish more people believed that. People like what I could be. Want to help me get there. They tell me how to change, how to fix myself like it's that easy. I'm working on it, figuring out how to be me. But most people don't want to wait. But you do.
Of course. I like you.
That's why I'm scared about what comes next. I want us to stay us, to stay together. But the Evanurs have other plans.
As long as we're careful and stay together, we've got this. This story's gonna have a happy ending.
A happy ending. That'd be nice. But Rook, we barely made it out of Weishaupt, and that was just one god. And no one has our back this time.
We are in this together. You, me, everyone else. We've got each other's backs. And that's enough.
Is it, though?
It has to be. Like you said, it's just us.
Rook,
Yeah, Balara?
can you stay with me for a little while?
Okay, another reason not to get myself killed. I should talk with Varric too. Get any last advice for killing a god. Varric? I hope I'm not interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I don't know how to carry this weight, Varric.
No one does. This job was always going to call for someone who could improvise. You're on this team for a reason too, you know.
I guess I have some thinking to do about everything.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antom army over there.
Armies are big and clumsy. We can do this.
Agreed. If we move quick enough.
The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Antom. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antom ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding. And Darkspawn.
I've fought them before. And I've got the stone on my side.
Lace? Hold on.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Davrin's right. We need a Grey Warden and a Griffin in the lead.
Won't let you down. Either of us.
I'll take the rest of us and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanus will take Solas's dagger and ambush Gillenane.
Elgernon's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Gillenane first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgernon.
Good luck, Rook. Let's make some history.
Good luck. And thanks. Davrin.
Just like you said in the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
Not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted. There! That must be where the gods are making the dagger.
The ruins are funnels. They're concentrating the magic used for the ritual.
Well, so much for that.
Quick! We can't let them raise an alarm!
Intruders, take arms!
You heard the Kunari.
They've got mortars.
Mercenaries?
The Antom aren't taking any chances.
Get out of there!
Sounds like a lot more Antom across the bay.
What is all that?
Something about Gillenane giving them world-crushing power? Sounds like Davern's team found the Antom. I hope they're all right. Mercenaries again. They have mages.
Not for long.
Hitting us from range.
Get clear.
Antom Reaver!
Of you to seek me out, Rook. We shall meet soon.
I just heard Elganon.
He said my name and spite.
Watch your back!
We're gonna get through this, Balara. Promise.
Right. No plan, but we're good at that, right?
Right. What did this place used to be?
The way it's laid out, it seems built for this kind of ritual.
More mercenaries.
We can't let them slow us down.
Stay in cover. Blythe, watch your step.
If the gods finish their dagger, open the Fade, and unleash all the Blight, even Solus was terrified of that.
Right. He's bad, but not that bad.
On Tom, your vision, your loyalty will be rewarded. Ghilanane and I must complete our task before we join you. But this magic we harness will transform the world and all those within it.
are making their dagger.
We sense intruders, the same mortals who defied us at Whitehall. An Elven, traitor to her gods. A spite demon and its host. There are others. Find them. Bring us what remains.
So much for surprise.
We have to hurry. The Anton will be looking everywhere after hearing that. There's Davrin.
Rook, over here.
Davrin, you all right?
For now. We burned some Antom ships, led them off. But there's another wave coming.
Can you open the way out of here?
Sure thing. Let me take a look.
Not today, we won't.
Out that door, Davrin.
Give us another minute.
Right here.
Doors are open, Rook. There's a lot more on top. We'll lead them away.
Be careful. We'll meet you above.
There are things I would have of you, Rook. Draw closer. You will learn what they are.
Elkanon again.
Just more talk.
A lot more blight on this side.
Antom ahead.
Hitting us from range.
Unharmed, the intruders remain. One bears an instrument from the dreadful.
So the gods know how so this is done.
Our ritual gathers momentum. Power. It cannot be interrupted by mortals. I will send my creations to assist your hunt.
Oh no. Darkspawn! Did you see that flash of green light? That's a tear in the Fade.
The gods' magic. It's starting to weaken the Fade.
The gods might be close, but they'd be gloating if they'd finished their dagger. If we kill Gillenane and steal that dagger, then Elgadon can't unleash the Blight.
Consider that.
That Fade Tear's blocking the way. We have to set it off. That Fade Tear! Getting near it feels like being ripped to shreds. Gillenane must be affecting the Fade here, making the tears more dangerous.
Right.
Antom coming your way. We can't hold them forever.
Do what you can. Meet us inside that building ahead.
Oh, there's more blight blocking our way.
We've got to clear it out to get to the gods.
They know we're here.
They did the game.
Remember to keep your distance.
Another Fade Tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the god's ritual.
Then we'd better find Gillenane. Quickly.
Wait. There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
Nev, get those wards down. Carefully.
I'm on it.
I'll keep this Fade Tear in check while you work, but with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Gillenane.
Solus warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Gillenane, snatch the god's dagger, and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
Ha! Got it!
Nice going.
Sure, but let's walk out careful. The gods will have a trap or two.
That is a certainty. I'll take the grave. greatest care, ensuring your Tevinter mage knows the new face of her empire. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on! Elgradon and Gillenane are still on the island. We can save Nev if we hurry.
Elgradon will pay for this.
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
Then we should split their attention.
Right. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Davrin, you and the others stay out of sight and get Lucanus to the ritual.
Then after he kills Gillenane, we rescue Nev. All this magic, it feels like a storm.
Which means Elganard's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Gillenane?
On the move. Spike can feel her hunting for us.
We didn't come this far for nothing. Everything the gods have thrown at us, it's all because they know we can win. We'll kill Gillenane, we'll get our friend back, and then...
Then we kill Elganon. We'll distract Gillenane until Lucanus gets a clear shot.
Good luck, Davrin.
Like I promised, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Gillenane.
I hear Darkspawn.
The first age of gods was a time of conquest. The second age of gods saw wonders built. Then came blood, pride, betrayal. And the third age of gods was...
I see her.
Not soon enough, Great Warden.
Don't let her get...
Davrin!
He hears you not. this world, but you shall never see it.
I've got you.
Oh, thank goodness. Come on, Gilney, get standing.
I have not forgotten my archdemon death. That debt will be paid with your companion's blood.
Harding, are you all right?
I'm good. Thanks, Rogue.
We need to find Davrin. Gillenane grabbed him earlier.
Hitting us from range.
Watch out! This struggle is heartless, wasteful.
We've got you.
Thanks. But now we need Lucanus. We've got Solus's dastard. He's the only one who can kill Gillenane.
We'll find
Gillenane, the Veilguard is here. You must keep them away.
They are persistent.
Lucanus, I've got you.
Behold your current age. Fragile, aimless, lost. We are the only beings in this world who can cleanse and tame the blight. Use it to rebuild the old glories. You've done naught but destroy them.
You and Elganon are trapped by the past, just like Solus. You had your chance, each one of you. And we don't owe you a thing.